Hello, my name is Nathan Leahy, the Field Service and Sales Engineer for Weldability SIF and Extractability, responsible for the service, testing and repair of our welding units, welding fume extraction and the air monitoring device, the ProtectoScan EDI. What I'm going to show you today is how to update your EDI unit. This will probably be a requirement once your unit is getting on a bit in the case of 1, 2 or 3 year old units, we'll usually let you know if there is an update available, but it's good practice just to check once a year to see if there is one available. The first thing we're going to need to do is connect to our EDI unit through the bookmark that we created when we set up the unit in the first place. So we're just going to go to enter from our splash screen and go straight into the settings. So if we scroll all the way down to the update section, now what you're going to want to do is to download the file from the shared folder that you found this video in, and the file should look something like this. It will have Extractability update version and then it will have some numbers after it. If you find that this version number is more than what is written here, then you will need to update the unit. But if it's the same as it is in this case, then there is no reason to update it at this time. But for this purpose, we're going to apply the same update over the top of what's already there. So make sure you download that file that's in the shared folder and save it somewhere that you can remember. The first thing we're going to do is press the update button. And this goes in 2 steps. The first step is we have to upload the file to the unit, and the second step is install it. So first of all, we're just going to go straight to the unit, update, and see where we saved it, which was in here, and we'll just double click on that. Then what we'll need to do is press upload. And this will probably take a few minutes depending on how fast your wireless is, if the unit is hardwired into your network, how big the file is, how far away you are, but it could be near instant or it could take 5 or 10 minutes. As we're right next to the machine, this was uploaded in a matter of sort of 30 seconds or so. Now that it's uploaded, the second thing we need to do is install the update. So we're just going to press this install update button. Again, this process could take several minutes depending on how large the update is, what the difference between the versions are. So it could take anything between 30 seconds to maybe even 10 minutes. Again, depending on how old the machine. If it's particularly hot, then the machine will run a little bit slower. But you'll just need to wait until this installing update is completed. And as we can see there, again, it only took about 30 seconds because the update was the same as what was already on the machine. Now that it has successfully completed updating the machine, it will reboot and it will kick us off the machine and then automatically reconnect us after a couple of minutes as well. It says here it takes about 2 minutes, but I have found that the machine updates itself significantly quicker than that in most cases. So all we'll do is we'll navigate back to our EDI bookmark of 192.168. Again, this number could be different for you. And if this loads, it means the update is finished. There we go, it's loaded, therefore the updating is finished and the unit is up to date. You can double check that it's actually completed the update or if it's failed by just checking that the version that you've installed is the same as the version that's written on that file. You should only have to do this once a year, if that, and if it is the case that an engineer comes on site once a year to recalibrate or replace the sensors, then they'll do this at the same time. But if you do have any problems with installing this update, you can contact us using the contact details below.